Great. So welcome everyone. I don't think, do we have any new people? I think I see Danish here. I don't know if that's their first time. And
Yep. Howdy, Dinesh. Are you here for the first time?
Yes, sir. I am new in this community. I am exploring things, sir.
sorry, I didn't get.
He said he's new in the community, is exploring things.
Okay, great. And Kushal, I don't know, at least new to me the name.
Kushal's been in a number of meetings.
Okay. Yeah.
He's been monitoring to get an idea of what we do, I think. Is that right, Kushal?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Because I'm not in as many tag meetings as you guys are, so I miss a lot of that. Okay, great. So let's get started. So someone added here on the agenda, README was updated. Is that person, I don't know who added that talking point, or is it just like for us to an FYI?
Oh, sorry. My focus is somewhere else. Yes, I updated. So thanks for everybody else reviewing. I updated the README to match the requirements of the TOC. So leadership is now represented only in one place, and I deleted the local version of our charter. So the next step would be to update the charter. So I would really appreciate some help there. I did not start on that. I'll copy it. I think I copied it already in the Google Doc. I'll share it in the chat so we can discuss about updating.
Okay. And that was the only talking point that was in there. And then it goes into the working groups updates. Is anything else that someone may not have added and would like to discuss, or should we just dive into working group updates? I'll take that as a dive in. Mentoring group.
I thought we weren't going first anymore. I'll try and be quick. GSOC 2024 up and running. We've got 11 projects, so we're happy with that. No news is good news. LFX term 1 is complete. We had 47 of 52 projects complete successfully. That's including one that was withdrawn before anybody was able to sort of apply. So that's still at about a 9-10% failure rate. I'm still working on bringing the success rate up there. LFX term 2 is starting on Monday. We've just sent out all the acceptance notifications. I think, what do we have, like 40, I think it's like 46 or 47 projects in that, which is not bad. Ali and I need to schedule introduction sessions now for LFX mentees. Now that we know who they are, we can actually invite them. The info session on that is probably going to go on early next week, maybe Wednesday, Thursday. I guess that would be late next week, not early. We have also been we've been doing these info sessions for both mentors and mentees on more of our projects. So we did it for LFX term 1 as well as GSOC, just to give some folks some more opportunity to have face time, build community around. These are widely like basically anybody on the mentoring or the mentee crew is invited to come to help out. Another thing that we should probably add here, maybe Ali, you can drop the link in there, but we've also when I say we, Ali has built out a really nice mentoring monitor dashboard where we're able to, for any given week, see whether or not a mentee has contributed to the project that they're associated with. Now, that might sound a little draconian, but we are using it as a sort of a monitor so that we can reach out to the mentors and say, hey, we might have a concern about so-and-so's productivity if maybe they haven't contributed in 2 or 3 weeks or something along those lines. And there's a lot of reasons for somebody not to contribute. For instance, last semester we had a UX designer was working entirely in Figma, so their work didn't show up in GitHub. So that type of stuff is fine, but this gives us the opportunity to sort of say, hey, we need to work in the open, first off, and we need to be able to coach our mentors to coach their mentees to open PRs and issues and comments early and often and all that sort of stuff. We've submitted a panel proposal for KubeCon. Ali, Fasila, one of Fasila's mentees, and myself. Hopefully that will get accepted. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Discussing sort of the value of mentorship, but from the whole stack. We've done panel discussions with all admins before, but I'm not sure that we've had admins, mentors, and mentees all on the same stage at the same time. Maybe we have, and I just got a poor sense of history. And lastly, we've had a discussion about how best to recruit folks, and we are working on that, seeing if we're able to recruit not just like mentors and whatnot, but seeing how we can recruit more folks to the working group to help get more stuff done. I think that's everything. Am I missing anything, Ali?
All good, thank you.
Any questions, comments, concerns?
Only concerns, no, just kidding.
I should follow with you on Slack about the detecting contribution activity tool.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be happy to chat with you about
Because
it.
I might have some ideas of how to query it to sort of maximally show where activity might be happening. So
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and Ali has built it open source too, so it's we can
cool.
run through the code. And, absolutely.
Just a small comment. So this is built very fast, like probably like on a weekend or something. I don't remember how much I worked on it. So some things are still rough, but yeah, I mean, we can add more stuff if you have more ideas.
Super useful. Even though it's not Git pretty, it's super useful.
One of the other things that would be lovely to do is do a couple of checks afterwards to see how many of these students continued contributing afterwards.
We're a step ahead of you, Josh.
Yeah, see, there you go.
That just went in last week. Yeah, so
I've
we're looking. I'll let Ali speak to it.
Yeah, I've done that, by the way. If you go to the website, there's application, and then follow up. There's on top left corner. There's a term 1 follow up. Yeah, but I don't want to use a lot of time. We can maybe chat on Slack. So if you select that one and press show, then you will see the activities for mentees who are done with their terms.
Okay, if there are no other questions, we would move to contributor growth.
Nice
Yeah.
job on the dashboard website thing. Really nice. Okay, contributor growth, some feedback there. So sorry, I got Ali's session wrong there. He's got a regular session, then Destiny indicated that she wants to do a session with me on making your first PR coming from no knowledge of PRs at all. So that could be a fun session if it get accepted. Then I saw Deaf and Hard of Hearing, I think. Catherine, you mentioned, Sandeep, that you might be interested in submitting a session as well. And I think we did discuss it in the previous working group growth meeting. Then non-code is still going on with their work. They're focusing on the Kate's community at this stage, identifying roles and tasks. And Noah did indicate he'll have less bandwidth going forward because he's relocating. And then talking about bandwidth, I also indicated that I'm running real thin at the moment. So I would like to put it out there if somebody was willing to take over the contributor growth leadership. Xander graciously offered to unofficially support. Sorry, Xander. Most of those unofficial things become official at some stage, just to warn you. So yeah, that's about all the feedback.
Question, can we submit more than one maintainer track session? I always assumed that, like, okay, just one, right?
Anything else would have needed to go into the main track.
I think Ali and I submitted the mentoring one under the main track, not under the.
Yeah, it's not, I mean, main tracks are not open yet. Maintainer tracks, maintainer sessions are not open yet anyway. So we just submitted as a regular track session.
So
Yeah, they
a-
should be sending us that solicitation soon because main track is closed and usually they do it
Yeah.
a couple days
we
after
did-
main track is closed.
We did check and they said like end of this week supposedly, so we should come and
Okay.
see it anytime. Okay, so next would be governance.
Governance is honestly, we didn't have a meeting last week, by the way, because of conflicting with Kubernetes 10th anniversary. So if there were anyone here to talk about governance for this project, we would be talking to them, but there isn't. We are backlogged on requested governance reviews. In the last couple of months, we've gotten a whole bunch of them. And right now, the people who are doing governance reviews are me and Dawn and Ali, which means we're not really keeping up. Ali started work on an explanation of how to do governance reviews. I'm trying to turn that into sort of a full role handbook to get people up to speed faster. The CNCF requested that we prioritize the Cube Edge request because they're finishing with adopter interviews this week. And at that point, the governance review will become the only holdup for them. And they're trying to make a big splash at KubeCon China. So I've started on that, which should help actually writing the role handbook since this is the first one I've done with the new issue template that Ali created. Which is, by the way, super nice because it allows me to focus more on, is this governance working, than where are all the files?
Yeah, and I have to admit, I just honestly just haven't had time to do governance reviews lately. So I'm hoping we can recruit a couple of people to help out with them, and then I'm happy to do reviews of them. Or maybe I'm not traveling as much over the next month or two, so maybe I can find some more time.
Yeah, because right now, unless we get new recruits, there's at least one in there that has to be you because it's primarily a Red Hat sponsored project. So
Okay. Which one is that? I think I'm already assigned to it, right?
yeah, you are. I don't remember actually. Might be Knative. And even if it wasn't, like with Knative, I definitely can't touch it because I drafted their original governance. I'm just way too close to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I can do Knative. Knative was kind of on hold because they're changing their governance. So I've just been
Okay.
waiting until they.
Okay.
So it sounds like they're getting close, but there's still some comments on that issue. So it's not done yet. So
You're not.
Yeah.
I'm watching the issue. I haven't been really chiming in much. Josh, it might be good for you to actually take a look at that issue and chime in on some of the comments that they've been
Okay.
getting.
Okay.
Okay, if there are no more follow-up questions, so maintainer circle Davis currently not available. So we may need a co-lead, says here. So is that also, I guess, an open invite to anyone who's listening? Yeah, so because I know these are super valuable for maintainers, so it's a shame, but like, yeah, it's always like a resource issue. But yeah, it'd be great to restart that. Okay, and then next we have the Deaf and Hard of Hearing Working Group. We submitted 7 or 8 talks. I think Sandeep did 2, so very excited. 2 are diversity focused, and the rest are technical. And last time there was only 1 diversity talk accepted at all. So it's like, it's just, I was always saying we cannot, like, it doesn't make sense to submit 10, you know? So it's like, we need to really focus on the technical talks for the technical conference. And one thing that's really cool is, so Anastasia, she teamed up with Costas again. He is a Argo maintainer. And I know that Rob wanted to do something with Keslin from Google, and they had done a talk before. So it's really cool to see as some of our members team up with other people in the community. And then there is a desire to continue to do that together. So really excited that these connections are happening, and hopefully we'll see more of that. And so I mentioned before that we do have a sign language glossary, well, basically like the team, right? Like basically what we want to do is in the glossary to have like a little video where you can learn how to sign a cloud native term. And so we've got the videos for Kubernetes and container, and it will be embedded in the English version. And the idea is as well that anyone who is just checking out the term can kind of see the video and kind of like, I mean, learn how to sign it, but also like the main benefit here is just to make people aware that deaf people are part of the community. So it's a great visibility tool as well. Oh, and we're working, I'm very excited about this. We're working on the team at KubeCon Paris video kind of thing. We have like one video editor in Italy who is helping us for free, of course. It's looking really, really good. We did do a lot of snippets, and the idea again here is like maybe have the CNCF promoted as well, and it's fun and engaging, and just again for visibility. So it's going to be a longer one, and then we want to break it down in smaller videos that we can promote on social media, have different topics. And then I am working on a bigger DIA initiative idea for Linux Foundation. So that's what has kept me a little busy. I've been talking to people at the Linux Foundation and got like some feedback about difficulties in general with DIA initiatives right now. I'm trying to kind of, so it's kind of a proposal on how to try to push, maybe team up the open source community with maybe member companies and then like coordinated by the Linux Foundation and trying to make a bigger impact, because we've seen divestment from these initiatives lately, which is a real shame. Yeah, and also because a lot of them are not really successful, and then it's like why and I think like one of the key reasons is that a lot of the initiatives are made without the input from people from the respective communities. I saw a stat that 76% of all DIA professionals are white, for instance, right? So it's not that there's anything wrong with that, but I mean, like if you're making assumption and not taking the feedback of the people of the community, right? Then it may just be based on assumptions, and basically like maybe using the community, people from the community, from the respective minorities, having them educate people and tell them how do you actually break these barriers down, instead of having people assume what the barriers are and what the solutions are. So I think, so I'm very excited about that, but it's a pretty big idea. And then like the Deaf and Hard of Hearing group would be part of that kind of like whole puzzle. But we'll see how it goes. But I'm excited and keep my fingers crossed. And then that would be me, if there are no questions. Then infra and website, not much going on, says Ali.
Yep, that's all.
And I think we have just like, yeah, Ali will be on PTO for the next 3 weeks. So when are you leaving? So since when are you kind of like offline? Starting
Yeah, I
week,
mean,
you said?
Monday. Yeah, next week I'll be up.
Okay. And I think the floor is open for discussion.
We don't have other
You're on
agenda
mute.
say, okay, we don't have other agenda stuff. Gonzalez is leaving on vacation. So we talked about the maintainer, our maintainer proposal being, you know, how do I get started contributing? And I can definitely get that drafted, but let's actually confirm who's going to be presenting for that. We definitely had Destiny was going to be one. Who else?
Destiny and I spoke about it, and she seems to be wanting to do a session about how she got involved and started, but I'm not sure if it's practical, if it's the thing that we should be doing. So I'm available, but it's not the must from my side. I think the key thing is to have Destiny tell her story.
I've got an idea because it's a maintainer session, right? So maybe because Destiny was like completely new to that and you know, willing and to contribute and just like also kind of learning her challenges as well, like how was it for her, so that maybe maintainers can make their projects or their documentation more friendly for newcomers too. If like this is how you contribute would not be the right fit.
Well, no, I don't. I mean, everybody seemed to think that this was the good theme to go with for this particular KubeCon.
Okay. Okay, sorry, that's
So,
misunderstood. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out who we're putting on it as speakers. So that I can narrow it down. I mean, I can of course co-present, but I don't have to. If other people are on fire about this. Sounded like Rian.
Yeah, I thought Rian wanted to, because I know he's been playing,
Yeah.
like he's been mentoring Destiny a lot as well.
Mhm.
So I think it would be the perfect fit. But of course, he has
Okay.
choppy internet right now, so he may not hearing us.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I'll get.
I'm happy to do it with Destiny. We can ask her. So I'm not all technically informed about how the sessions work. So the maintainer session, should it be about how you get maintainers onto your project specifically? And then should it be a panel? Should it be one or two people? Can it be one person?
No. When we're calling it the maintainer track, these are the one per project sessions. That's why it's called the maintainer track. It's not because we're expecting maintainers to attend necessarily.
So if you want to do it as a panel, I can definitely help out.
Yeah.
I would be happy to. But if you don't want to do it as a panel, just Destiny and Rian, I can also skip.
Okay. Well, I will follow up with Destiny and Rian and see what we have for a program thing here and whether or not they want other people to fill in areas that they don't have personal experience with.
Yeah. Well, the question is like, what is the format, right? I mean, like if like panel discussions are like depends like what are more conversations, right? Like if you want to go like this is how you contribute, then it probably a panel is not the right format, but we can still do like we did last time, have several people, which KubeCon will always call a panel anyways, but then do presentations, because I feel like it's probably more the topic is more appropriate to have some slides and show stuff and more of a presentation, but it's still okay that to have several people and cover several sections.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me follow up with Destiny because she may come back with I already have 35 minutes of material for this. In which case that's less needed.
No, I think it's primarily her slot, so let's ask her
Yeah.
what she have in mind. Agreed.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, anything else? Any social media things that we can promote? We'll be
Yeah.
promoting the video next week, hopefully, but
Yeah, the next, we're opening the next term, why can't I get a sentence out here? Sorry, the next, LFX, term 3, we're opening it for proposals starting July 3rd. So I don't know that we need, a social post this week, but maybe next week or the week after. It would be good to put something up. But I can follow up in the channel on that, but I don't have anything for this week.
okay, then we'll just check out, pay attention to the chat to see when those are coming. And I think everyone gets 30 minutes back,
Neat.
and I'm sure everyone is very sad, very sad.
Not happy with you folks, but
Good to see you all.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Cheers.
the rest of your day.
Bye.
Bye.